Hello, this is Clarence. So just a minute ago, he wanted to pop up and say hi, and I wondered if he was going to be in the show, and so he's apparently in it right from the top, which is wonderful. I want to say Happy Mother's Day, and welcome to Sunday Tea with John McD. I'm so glad you're here. It's May 10th, 2020. 2020, what a year, right? It's crazy stuff, but it's wonderful you're here. Clarence, Daddy's going to play the piano and sing a little bit. How's everybody doing? Are you well? I hope you're well. I'm going to make one little, there. I'm my own technician, and so it's really been a blast, but I'm so glad you're here. Please comment, hit the like button, hit the wow button, and share with your friends. You can share, and we can all be together for a few minutes on this beautiful Mother's Day. I think we need a theme song, don't you think? It's time for Sunday Tea with John McD. I'm glad you're there right here with me. From Paris, France to Rome, everyone's at home. I've got some songs and stories, let's spill some tea. It's Sunday Tea with John McD. I hear you clapping. Thank you. We needed a theme song. It's very important, very important. My mother is in St. Louis, in the house I grew up in, with my dad. Hi, Mom and Dad. She's amazing. I want to show you her photograph so you have a visual. See, that's my mom right there. Mrs. McDaniel, Jane, as we love to call her. She's extraordinary. She was my first piano teacher. Music has been in my house since I was a little boy, and she taught me pretty much everything I know. I started studying when I was 5, and she's amazing and taught at Webster University in St. Louis for many, many, many years, and she's the best. So this concert is really for her, and all the mothers, of course. My sister Barb is a mother of Mary Beth, and so many wonderful, wonderful mothers. Alice, Charlie's mom, and all of his sisters are moms, and so we have a lot of moms in our family. This morning, so I've been putting the show together over the last few days, trying to figure out what would I do for Mother's Day, what would I do? And this morning, on Mother's Day, my friend Michael Aswanik, who's a wonderful friend, and he's a big champion of the Great American Songbook. He was in New York for many, many years, and then he's kind of been bouncing around, and he's in California now. But he sent out an email this morning, and he was talking about this next song I'm going to do. I hadn't thought about putting it in the show at all, and then I thought, well, why not? It's the perfect song to sing. So I learned it. It was written in 1915, so this is the oldest song you're going to hear today. M is for the million things she gave me. O means that she's growing old. T is for the tears were shed to save me. H is for her heart of purest gold. E is for the eyes with love light shining. R means right, and right she'll always be. Put them all together, they spell mother, a word that means the world to me. Thank you, Michael, for that wonderful suggestion. I love that song. Written by Howard Johnson and Theodore Morse in 1915. Wow. Really nice. It kind of stands up, kind of holds up. So when I was in St. Louis as a kid, I used to play piano on the weekends, Friday and Saturday night, in a cocktail lounge at Rabata of Japan with a dear friend named Cindy Ely. I think she's watching today. Her name now is Cindy Degnan. You ladies like to change your names. But Cindy and I used to work from 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. every Friday and Saturday night at Rabata's in Westport Plaza up at the top of the tower. We had so much fun. We always used to sing this song at the top of the shows. I call them shows. What were they, sets, I guess. but we had a lot of fun. It was written by Melissa Manchester, who through the years has become a good friend, and Melissa and I sometimes go on the road together, and we have such a good time. So here is the song that Cindy and I used to always sing together. Well, hello there, good old friend of mine. You've been reaching for yourself for such a long time. There's so much to say, no need to explain. Just an open door for you to come in from the rain. It's a long road when you're on your own, and someone like you will always choose the long way home. There's no right or wrong, I'm not here to blame. I just want to be the one to keep you from the rain, from the rain. And it looks like sunny skies, now that I know you're all right. Time has left us older and wiser, I know I am. And it's good to know my best friend has come home again, 'cause I think of us like an old cliche, but it doesn't matter, 'cause I love you anyway. Coming from the rain, and it looks like sunny skies, now that I know you're all right. Time has left us older and wiser, I know I am. And it's good to know my best friend has come home again, 'cause I think of us like an old cliche, but it doesn't matter, 'cause I love you anyway. Coming from the rain, coming from the rain, coming from the rain. Oh, I hear you. Thank you. Okay, it's the weirdest thing to do a show and you hear nothing, but I feel you. I so feel you. I feel you hitting the like button. I feel you sharing. I feel you telling everybody. It's really something, you know, this time we're living in. We have so many artists, so many of us all across the board are hurting because all of our work has vanished. We had plans, I had plans to do shows in, over these many months leading up to August, I had shows in New York, New Jersey, Oklahoma, and Michigan, and Long Island, New York. And so all of these gigs, these shows that were in the planning stages have just vanished. I know we're all, you know, in strange times, but I thought what I would do, and a lot of friends are doing, if you'd like to leave me a tip, you can do it here at my Venmo or at my PayPal. And there are the numbers. It's John McDaniel 123 on both of them. It's pretty easy to find me. You don't have to, believe me, you don't have to send anything. But if you would like to, it's most appreciated. I'm also going to give a significant portion of the donations today to Direct Relief, which is sending PPE to the frontline workers and everybody who needs it. Nowadays, I think it's really important to give back. So just know it's not only for me, it's going to a really worthy cause. So thank you in advance. Water's good. My friend Joey in St. Louis requested this next song. He said, sing something from Anything Goes. And I thought, oh my gosh, Anything Goes. 1934. My story is much too sad to be told, but practically everything leaves me totally cold. The only exception I know is the case when I'm out on a quiet spree, fighting vainly the old ennui. Then I suddenly turn and see your fabulous face. I get no kick from champagne. I'm sure that, oh gosh, I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. So tell me, why should it be true that I get a kick out of you? Some get a kick from cocaine. Aha! I'm sure that if I took even one sniff, that would bore me terrifically too. Yet I get a kick out of you. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. I get a kick, though it's clear to see you obviously don't adore me. I get no kick in a plane, flying too high with some guy in the sky is my idea of nothing to do. Yet I get a kick out of you. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. I get a kick when you look at me and whisper, you adore me. I get no kick in a plane. I shouldn't care for those nights in the air that the fair Mrs. Lindbergh goes through. Yet I get a kick, a fabulous kick. I get a kick out of you. All right. I love that. I looked up in my lyrics of Cole Porter book to see if there were some alternate lyrics that I didn't know, and those ones about Mrs. Lindbergh I didn't know before, but I thought, let's put those in. That's fun. I love hearing something new like that. Yeah. Anything Goes, crazy. I saw in 1982, Cheetah Rivera played Reno Sweeney at the St. Louis Muni. Larry Kurt was in it. Her daughter, Lisa Mordente, was Bonnie. It was a great production, and I remember going to a restaurant in the Central West End in St. Louis, which is not far from Forest Park, where the Muni is. And my mom and I had gone to see the show. We went to this restaurant, and Cheetah and all of her dancers and all of her, friends from the show were there. I'd never met Cheetah before. And I got up the nerve, and I went over and I kneeled down next to her, and I said, I just have to tell you, I think you are the greatest. And you know what? Today in 2020, I still think she's the greatest. I love her so much. It was so great to meet her. And now I've known her and worked with her a little bit through the years, and she's a gem. She's the very, very greatest. Well, here's another song. This is a mother song that I've known for a long time. I always think of Max Lapidus when I hear or sing this song. Got my mother's eyes and my father's hair. Does anybody really care? It's getting cold out there. Well, I keep walking with my head held high, with my head to the sky, with my mother's eyes. And my mother's eyes are with me in the darkness that's been paid for. I'm just a nameless stranger, don't know why. Have I seen all that I could? Have I seen all that I should? With my mother's eyes. And my mother's eyes are with me in the chilly winds of autumn. If I ain't here by winter, she'll know why. I've seen all that I dare. I've seen more than my share. Forgive me if I stare with my mother's eyes. I love that. George Weiss and Tom Jans, or Jans, J-A-N-S, I don't know, wrote that. I heard Bette Midler sing that a long time ago, and it really stuck with me. I love it. So, this next one is for Dana. Dana requested, I'm really trying not to do this with my glasses, I'm so sorry. Okay. They slept a little. Okay. She suggested this song from 1968. See if you know it. I bet you do. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly. Blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. The Beatles. Oh my gosh, the Beatles. Oh, hi. Paul McCartney wrote that song, but it was credited Lennon and McCartney because they had sort of a shady deal way back when where anything that each of them wrote would be credited Lennon and McCartney, even if they were the ones who wrote it. Don't ask. But wow, what a great song. Thank you, Dana, for requesting that. I'm going to sing you a new song. This is a song that I wrote with my friend and frequent collaborator in London, Barb Younger. Hi, Barb. I hope you're watching. I think you are. We wrote this song last summer. The title of it is In My Troubled Days. Now, we had, of course, no idea that this song would become completely a song for today. But we love this song, and Barb recorded the song in London a few months ago, and it just came out in April on Amazon and iTunes, and you can find it. I wrote a choral arrangement, and the fourth choir, they're called the Fourth Choir in London, sang the choir part so beautifully, and Jenny Carr played piano, and Barb sings it beautifully. I am going to do my best to sing it. I do love it, and I hope you do too. It's called In My Troubled Days. Morning light brings promises, promises of sun, promises of rain on leaves, a new life begun. Morning light sets birds on air, singing on the wing, calling orchestras of joy to every living thing. Flowers open, gently calling in those morning rays. All of this can keep me walking in my troubled days, in my troubled days. All of this can soothe me in my troubled days. Rippling sand shares messages, messages of tide, messages a sailor left for a waiting bride. Rippling sand speaks of the sea crashing on the shore, shattering in plumes of foam all that went before. Seashells whisper, sharing secrets of the ancient ways. All of this can keep me walking in my troubled days, in my troubled days. All of this can soothe me in my troubled days. Tiny jewels of rain sparkling on the grass as the winter turns, as the fire burns, as the baby learns. Everything must pass. Evening stars are twinkling, twinkling in the skies, twinkling with quiet hope and gentle lullabies. Evening stars, a wish come true, jasmine on the air, gentle breezes from the east, going who knows where, out where no one has the answer, in the sad cafes. All of this can keep me walking in my troubled days, in my troubled days. All of this can soothe me in my troubled days. All of this can keep me walking in my troubled days. In my troubled days. It's true, though, you know, that we turn to the flowers and the trees and the animals and our loved ones in times like this, because that does keep us going. That gives us the joy and the hope, frankly, that we need. Okay, so this coming to the end. Don't panic. It's not going to take all of your life to watch this. But I'm so glad you're here. This next song, Gillian Hassert, who was a fellow at the O'Neills, sang the song. I'd never heard it before. Casey Musgraves recorded it, and I just love it, and I hope you do too. It says a lot about the message of today, I think. If you save yourself for marriage, you're a bore. If you don't save yourself for marriage, you're a horrible person. If you don't have a drink, then you're a prude. But they'll call you a drunk as soon as you down the first one. If you can't lose the weight, then you're just fat. But if you lose too much, then you're on crack. You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. So you might as well just do whatever you want. So make lots of noise, kiss lots of boys, or kiss lots of girls, if that's what you're into. When the straight and narrow gets a little too straight, roll up a joint, or don't, but follow your arrow wherever it points. Follow your arrow wherever it points. If you don't go to church, you'll go to hell. If you're the first one on the front row, you're a self-righteous son of a can't win for losing. You'll just disappoint them. Just cause you can't beat them don't mean you should join them. So make lots of noise, kiss lots of boys, or kiss lots of girls, if that's what you're into. When the straight and narrow gets a little too straight, roll up a joint, or don't, but follow your arrow wherever it points. Say what you think and love who you love, 'cause you only get one trip round the sun. Yeah, you only live once. So make lots of noise, kiss lots of boys, or kiss lots of girls, if that's something you're into. When the straight and narrow gets a little too straight, roll up a joint. I would. Follow your arrow wherever it points. Follow your arrow wherever it points. Follow your arrow wherever it points. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. You're too kind. You really are. If you've had a good time and you feel like it, and you can, here's the info for my Venmo. You can send me a tip at Venmo or at PayPal. John McDaniel 123 at both. PayPal is paypal.me/John McDaniel 123. And I really appreciate it. And you don't have to. But if you want to, you can. You see? It's like, yes, no, I could. And I'm sending, as I said at the top, a portion to Direct Relief, which is a fabulous organization getting all the stuff that our front line workers need to do their jobs better. And they are the heroes of today. Like the folks in the grocery store. And I mean, it's just, it's amazing. So thank you for coming. I have one more for you. This is pretty much the encore. This is a song I've loved forever. And it's really about us. You and I will travel far together. We'll pursue our little star together. We'll be happy as we are together. We may never get to heaven, but it's heaven at least to try. You and I are going on together. Watch the evening drawing on together till the time we have is gone together. growing older, growing closer, making memories that light the sky, that only time can make, that only love can make, that only we can make. You and I. Thank you for coming, and happy Mother's Day. All right, now I have to be the one to turn it off. And here we go. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming. And see you again soon, I hope.